what Magic was brought in to do, but he says that he isn't feeling the pressure as the Lakers prepare for free agency, hoping to land names like LeBron James, Paul George. Stephen A., are you buying that he's not feeling the heat?
Listen, here's the deal. He's not feeling any pressure, regardless of what he says, Max. And let me tell you why he's not feeling any pressure. Because Magic Johnson's got something up his sleeve like he always does. Magic Johnson knows Magic Johnson doesn't have much to worry about. Magic Johnson knows that over the next 2 summits, he will definitely have a couple of dudes, big-time dudes, in his staple with the Lakers wearing the purple or gold. That's why there's no reason to be concerned whatsoever. Honeymooner style, Ralph Cramden, Max, mere bag of shells. Mere bag of shells. Absolutely nothing to concern about whatsoever. You're Magic Johnson. First of all, you got some young studs. Julius Randle is a high commodity in the NBA because of how hard he plays. And
you think he has trade value?
Julius Randle?
I do not.
Absolutely
I do not believe that.
Absolutely. I've been told otherwise, so I'll be fair in that regard. But just from an opinionated perspective, absolutely, I believe he does. So I'm not going to even go to the insider role in terms of what I've heard.
Gotcha.
I'm going to tell you from my personal feelings. I know he has good value because of how hard he plays. He's a rough rider. Kuzma, we all know what Kuzma brings to the table. Brandon Ingram, he's elevated his level of play, needs to get in the weight room, obviously get bigger. We already see that from Lonzo Ball, who you've raved about. So the bottom line is this. You got some young studs. What you need is some star-studded veterans that can add to that team. And you're Irvin Magic Johnson. This is not Jim Buss. This is L.A. It ain't Utah. Not to say that Utah's bad with Donovan Mitchell there, all right? You've got everything going for you plus cap space. There is nothing to think about here. Magic Johnson said what Magic Johnson said because Magic Johnson knows that in his heart of hearts, he ain't worried about anything. He's going to work it. He's been working it. He's confident that he's going to have cats come into Laker Nation, and that's why he said what he said, because he knows it's not applicable to him because he's always doing his job. He's not a laughing stock. He's not an embarrassment like Jim Buss was. You looking for Magic Johnson, go to the Lakers facility. You don't have to look for the nearest Hooters to find him, okay? That's right. I said it. That's where you find Jim Buss. Right there we go. I ain't blowing it up. He's blowing it up.
Racetrack.
Racetrack.
Jim Buss at the racetrack.
Listen, there have been games where he was at Hooters. Let me tell you that right now. So the bottom line
great
is,
wings, that's what they tell me.
At least that's what I heard. It is great wings. I would know something about that. Yes, it's true. They do have great chicken wings. But the point is, in the end, there's really no pressure because Magic Johnson knows what the job is. He knows the job that he's doing. He knows what to expect. And that's what it is.
They have breasts and thighs at Hooters too, or just wings?
Yeah, but I like wings and breasts.
I don't know.
I like wings and breasts.
I got you.
I don't like the legs and thighs.
Okay, go ahead.
What are the chicken they're selling there?
There we go. Cheesesteaks are good too.
Oh my.
He's not feeling he's not feeling the pressure. But let me explain what I mean by he's not feeling the pressure.
Sure.
He feels something, but it's not pressure the way most people think of it. When you feel pressure, you can go back to like a fight you had in the schoolyard as a kid or some situation at your job or in a relationship. When you feel a confrontation coming, people have an adrenal response, adrenaline, fight or flight. I believe what Magic says when he says he's not feeling pressure is he's Magic Johnson. When the adrenaline kicks, it's not the adrenaline doesn't kick in. He doesn't have a moment of truth. There's a big circumstance. It's that he only has one response, and that's fight. And if you know that's, now think of any confrontation you had in your life, and imagine if you were sure every single time you had that confrontation, your response from the adrenaline is fight. Well, that's a lot less pressure for you, isn't it? You know how you're going to respond. I don't believe, now listen, does he have an ace up his sleeve? Does he have a 2-year plan? Does he already have pretty good understand that he's probably going to get a couple superstars? Yeah, sure. I'm willing to believe that, sure. But I think even that, if that weren't the case, Magic would not be feeling the pressure the way most do. When he says, because I'm Magic Johnson, he points to his playing career. Then he says, I'm the same guy. In other words, when he has a job to do. He said, I played Larry Bird in the finals. Playing Larry Bird in the finals, kids, in case you don't know, that's like playing LeBron James in the finals now. And Bird was crewed up. That's pressure for most people. Magic's not saying it's not a big circumstance. He's saying his adrenal response is always fight. So whatever the outcome is, he's not sweating it like that.
Here's why I disagree with you. Because you keep glossing over or ignoring what I keep bringing up. That's Jim Buss. You got to remember, this is Magic's first year. First year at the helm, really. 9-game improvement. devoid of any stars. All you did was draft Lonzo Ball and draft Kuzma. And you got rid of Timothy Mongov's contract and D'Angelo Russell, okay? You got rid of those 2 players. But in the end, you had missed the playoffs 4 straight years. The Lakers had become a laughingstock. The story of the Lakers was the dysfunctionality that raked through that franchise like a virus, courtesy of Jeannie and Jim Buss's relationship as brother and sister with one another, and what Daddy, Dr. Buss, the great Dr. Jerry Buss, always wanted, and how her patience, you know, obviously was a little bit too glaring, ultimately to the point where she moved him out. And even when she moved him out, he gave her pushback, and we were contemplating lawsuits. Board of Governors had to get involved.
She felt a familial responsibility toward her father. And
Correct. Correct. That's where, and that was problematic for her. And obviously, she and I had spoken about that at times in the past. But let's understand something. 9-game improvement. What you're missing, I keep bringing up Jim Buss for this reason. If you're succeeding Jim Buss and you're Magic Johnson, what are you really, really worried about? I mean, it ain't nowhere to go but up. Ain't nowhere to go but up. So your mentality, excuse me, this is the Lakers here. This is Laker Nation. We understand the tradition. We understand the history. And I'm succeeding this. Please, I'm playing with house money. Then combine that with the fact that not only are you playing with house money, but you've improved by 9 games. You've got free agents that are at least willing to talk and converse with you, which is more than Jim Buss could get them to do, okay? And what you have is a situation where you are methodically, even albeit incrementally, elevating the Lakers franchise. Magic Johnson basically is saying there's a standard of excellence that I want to be attached to, and based on the cap space that I have available to me, with the young parts that we have, with LA as my backdrop supporting me, if I can't get the job done in terms of making this an attractive landing spot, then I'm not doing my job.
Plus,
and
with
he's
the
right
volume
about that.
of